Hello everybody, Omni here. We got a new video. I wanted to check out a new trailer for a movie that is coming out that I am very interested in checking out. And that is Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. Now, this is a Sony animation. Sony has not been making great decisions with Spider-Man for some time now, but I've seen the first two trailers for this, and I definitely have enjoyed what I've seen. This looks like a fun, very comic book movie, like straight from the comic book to the screen kind of movie. And it doesn't seem like it's taking itself too seriously. It just looks like a fun, good time. And we finally get to see Miles Morales in some form on the big screen. Unfortunately, he's the Spider-Man I have the least experience with. I definitely grew up with Peter Parker. Spider-Man is, as far as Marvel goes, is actually, as far as any superhero character goes, is probably the one I identify with the most. At least that's the one that I connect with and can reflect off of more than any of the other ones. I'm a DC guy. I grew up with DC. But those are unrealistic expectations. They're meant to be something to strive towards. Whereas Marvel has always made grounded, relatable characters. And that's what they've specialized in. That's why they are especially powerful right now. And Peter Parker and Spider-Man has been one of those characters that's kind of been fluctuating here in recent years between the Tobey Maguire films, which I love the first two of those. I don't mind the third movie, though. There's things about it, unfortunately, you can't deny. And I was on board with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man and the dynamic with Gwen Stacy and all of that. I enjoyed all of that stuff. I didn't like any of the villains, any of the conflict that arose out of those movies. That was never executed great. And Garfield as Spider-Man was great. Garfield the character as Peter Parker was a little iffy, but I don't know. I thought they made great romantic comedy movies rather than a superhero movie, because I was more invested in Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy than anything else happening as part of the main plot of either of those movies. But Tom Holland brings a new energy, a new Spider-Man to the table, and so far I think that's the most accurate version we've got. Those are the Spider-Mans that I grew up with, and Miles Morales is he's kind of been floating around for a while now, but he kind of came in at a point where I stopped following the comics and I stopped following any of that stuff. So I don't. This will be my first true, I think, experience with Miles Morales, and so far, what I've seen, everything I've heard about the character, everything I've read and seen, and especially with this trailer, I am ready to see how he grows and becomes the Spider-Man to carry on this legacy. And guys, I'm not going to keep talking anymore because that's always what I do. I talk way too much before the trailer. So I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to jump right into it and check out the final trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from Sony Animation.
My name is Miles Morales, and in my world, I'm the one and only Spider-Man. That is, until he showed up.
And it's a no on the cape.
I think it's cool.
Spider-Man doesn't wear a cape. All right, you ready?
Peter Parker's such a sassy little douche in this.
Hey guys,
Who are you?
I'm Gwen
The animation is
I'm
so
from another
amazing.
dimension.
How many more Spider people are there?
I love the way all of this is animated. This will be the
literally not
second
get any
comic book
weirder.
animated film that Nick Cage has been in the past year.
Parker.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think
It's
about
so
saving the
vibrant.
world.
It's
You have
like
to think about saving
a living
one
comic
person.
book.
Miles, where did you go?
Can Spider-Man turn invisible?
Not in my universe. Wow, this is
What?
incredible. Some kind of fight or flight thing.
Is that
What's that?
new or something he can actually do in the comics? That's actually I don't know.
Hey, Peter, I think this is a cape.
Oh, get wrecked, Peter. Peter. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Gotta go.
If you want me to
was the
drive
first
you, we
part?
gotta go now.
The trailer or-
Personal chauffeur going once.
It's okay. Seriously, Dad. Walking would have been fine.
I love this.
Breaking news, Spider-Man saves the day again.
Spider-Man. This guy swings in once a day, zip, zap, zop, and answers the phone. Accountability.
Speed up. I
You
know
know,
these
with
kids.
great ability.
man, you get arrested?
Gosh, don't cops run red lights?
Oh, yes, some do. But, not your dad.
In your universe, there's only one Spider-Man. But there is another universe. It looks and sounds like yours, but it's not.
So, was that just cut together
My
that
name's
way?
Miles
or-
Morales.
I thought.
Hey, kid. You're like me.
How?
Wait. Is
I know it's complicated. You want to know what happened to you? I can teach you to be Spider-Man. I love this burger. So delicious.
because I know
One of the best
they're from
burgers I've ever
separate
had.
universes, but this
You have
trailer
money, right?
makes it look like
I'm not
they're
very
in
liquid
the
right now.
same
Think you're gonna
one
be a
from
bad
the
teacher.
start.
How am I supposed to save
confused.
the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world.
In the
You have to
comics,
think about
his universe
saving
has a
one
Peter
person.
Parker. He just dies.
One thing I know for sure, don't do it like me. Do it like you.
Gosh, there's so much style in this. And I love it. See that
I see this
pop-
spark
was that
in you.
Green
It's
Goblin?
amazing. Hands up! Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great. I love you, Miles.
Gosh,
Yeah, I
this
know
is-
that.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I wanna hear it.
You want to hear me say it?
This
Dad.
cracks
You're
me
driving me
up
up
every
high school.
time I've
Dad.
seen
Look at
this.
this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy.
Time to swing, just like I taught you.
When did you teach me that?
I didn't. It's a little joke for team building.
Hey guys,
Okay, who are you?
Is this?
I'm Gwen Stacy.
Actually, I think
How many more
Is
Spider
this-
people are there?
Save it for Comic-Con.
What's coming?
Let's go!
some of that stuff I definitely know we've seen before, but all the new bits in this, definitely looking forward to this movie. This is something I think Sony has needed to do with their stuff for a while, is just have fun with it. I think they made the problem of just being a little too melodramatic with their movies. I know, like, the Tobey Maguire ones was just a little goofier. For the most part, they were fairly in tone with the comic book, I would say. Definitely the Amazing Spider-Man movies got a little too heady, up its own butt, for lack of a better term. I don't know. They tried to be a little cooler and edgier, I think, with those, and it just didn't jive right for me. There's not a thing about this film that we've seen so far that disinterests me. The art style is gorgeous. The way it's animated, with, it's kind of like missing frames, or it's at definitely at a lower frame rate, so it gives it more of a still image coming to life kind of feel, which is, from what I've read, is definitely what the art team was definitely going for this movie. It's supposed to be a comic book coming to life. When you see sounds and you see impact, there's always like the comic book onomatopoeias coming out that are like, wow, pam, zoop, zoop, and stuff like that while it's going on, kind of like the old Adam West stuff with Batman. But I can't wait to see this. I honestly am really excited to watch this movie, so might give my thoughts on that when that comes out. Anyway, I'd like to know what you all think. Leave your comments below. Let me know which Spider-Man series movies were your favorite. Who was your favorite Spider-Man in the comics, whether it be Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Ben Reilly, whoever. Anyway, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you like and you want to see more. You can also follow me on the Stardust app at Omni Media. Aside from that, I will catch you all in the next video. Later.